Welcome to the Collector Cave, and today we have a review of Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII Remake by PlayArts Kai. And I'm super excited. This just came today. This figure's been reissued because it was sold out, and I think there was some issues initially, the face sculpt, some articulation issues. So they've updated all that to make this reissue look a little better. Even though it doesn't say version 2, it's a reissue with some updates. So this just came from Square Enix North, the website I got it from. It's still available on BBTS and from Square Enix. It's $154, which is kind of the old price for these figures. If you want to get it, I think now's the time to strike. On BBTS, it shows it being delivered, estimated as next month. That'll be July 2024 as of this filming of this video. But I just got her from Square Enix and she came today. So this is exciting for me because this completes my Final Fantasy VII Remake main party cast. I'll have all the main party figures after this. So we'll do a shot of all of them. I'm pretty excited about that. But look at the packaging. It's your typical PlayArts Kai Final Fantasy VII Remake packaging. This one's in better condition than most of the packages I've gotten from Square Enix. Maybe because it just came in fresh. Has been sitting in the warehouse for a long time, but it's in pretty good condition, not perfect condition. But as a collector, I always open my figures anyway for reviews and for toy photography and display. So I'm okay if it's a little beat up. But as you can see here, this picture of the figure. It looks really nice. Down here, of course, we have the hologram giving proof that it's an official product, not some kind of bootleg, which there's a lot of bootlegs out there of these figures. And then it's for ages 15 and up with a choking hazard of ages 3 and under. So note on that. Here's the side of the box with the logo, the Meteor logo, the PlayArts Kai logo, and then Tifa Lockhart. And then here in the back is some poses that you can get Tifa into. There's quite a few poses on Blogger Shots. I'm really excited to try some of these. You know, Tifa's a fighter, so she has a lot of dynamic poses, jumping around, up and down, things like that. So I'm excited to try and get some of these poses struck when we open her up. And here's some legalese in different languages, the UPC right there as well, if you care about that stuff, and the Square Enix information. So let's get her unboxed. Oh, first, let me open this up. I forgot. These are on magnets. If you've never seen a PlayArts Kai Final Fantasy packaging, magnets to hold this front closed. And then here's a picture, or here's the figure revealed behind the plastic. And I think, you know, that it's kind of hard to tell here, but the head sculpt looks good to me. It looks like it's been updated. It looks pretty accurate to the in-game model. And down here you can see the Seventh Heaven symbol. She is a waitress or a bartender at Seventh Heaven, kind of like the quasi headquarters for Avalanche, their group that they're a part of. And then she comes with a bunch of hands and an extra face sculpt. And then over here, again, shows a nice picture of the figure in a fighting pose. And then as per most of these boxes, it talks about the game. And then down here, it talks about her combat style. So I'll leave this if you want to pause to read that. But without further ado, let's get Tifa unboxed and take a look at all that she comes with. All right, and here is Tifa Lockhart and everything she comes with. Not too bad for a figure that doesn't have any weapons. She's got 6 additional hands for a total of 8. An extra face sculpt, which is always something nice to be added. And she actually has 3 different hair sculpts, 2 extra ones plus the one she comes with. So good on PlayArts to be giving extra stuff, considering she doesn't have an actual weapon like a sword or a gun or something. And then of course she has the stand here with the clamps. This clamp's gonna be way too big for her because she's a thinner figure. This will probably be perfect for her right here if you want to use the clamp. And then there's the stand with multiple holes to place the flight arm. And then here's the flight arm itself. Oops, and she just took a tumble. She is a little hard to stand. Yeah, some of these PlayArts Kai figures are difficult to stand. But there we go, that's better. She's balanced better now. Let's take a look at some of these hands. One thing I was hoping is that they would have some materia set in the hands, because she gets different types of gloves in the game as her weapons, and you can inset materia, but these don't have that. I think these are the metal knuckles, I think. The metal bracers? I can't remember. But yeah, no materia in those ones. Let's check her hand she comes with. Yeah, no materia No materia set. That's one thing I wish PlayArts Kai would do with these figures is inset materia in some of these weapons. Like the Buster Sword doesn't have any materia set in it. I think Barrett does. I have to check. I think some of the figures do, but like I don't know why Tifa doesn't. She should. But anyway, regardless, it also comes with. Boy, she's not wanting to stand. Yep, she's giving me difficulties here. Okay. All right. Well, let's just. As you can see, it's a difficult stand there a little bit. It also comes with some directions, right? As most PlayArts Kai do. And it shows you how to change the face sculpts out, how the hair pieces come off, and how to change the hair pieces. And then, of course, the stand here down below, which is the same stand they all come with. And then the different hands and how to interchange those. And on the back is just some legalese in different languages. So directions are pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at Tifa in detail here. Because I think the head sculpt looks really good. I think it's been redone. For some reason, it looks better in person than it does in the camera, if that makes any sense. In the camera, it does look a little off. Maybe it's the way I have her head tilted, I don't know. That's a good look right there. Let me raise my camera up a bit, see if that helps. If I zoom in even more, it's hard to tell, but her eyes are red, which is right. And it has some gloss on them, which is nice. Her lipstick looks really well, looks really good. I don't know if that's a defect there in her chin or if that's supposed to be a mole. I don't know. There's her earrings. Face sculpt is really soft, but most of these PlayArts Kai are, which is nice. There's her top, her suspenders, her mini skirt, her cool forearm bracer she has in her left arm, her gloves, there's her stockings, and then her sweet boots, which don't look as much like Popeye boots in the remake as they did in the original game. I love how everyone had Popeye boots on in the original FF7 game. But detail looks really good. Yeah, check that out. Still oversized as they should be. Almost like she has boxing gloves on her feet is what I always thought. And then here's the back of her. The dress, the skirt looks nice, and it is cut here so you can get some articulation for the kicking because she likes to do lots of kicks. And then there's the ponytail, the braid. I feel like the pigment on the skin is darker. A lot of the original remake figures, they almost look very pale. I'll show you my cloud in a minute, and you'll see what I mean. Very pale looking. And with the Zach Fair I just reviewed, I recorded, he's got darker skin as well compared to Cloud. So I think they fixed that. But overall, she looks really good. Kind of got the six-pack going as she has in the game. Yeah, really good. So let's go over articulation real quick here. The neck, as you can see, is one piece. And it's like a rubbery plastic here. Almost like a Fison is what it feels like, even though it's not. It's plastic, but it feels like Fison. It's a little rubbery. The neck doesn't move, though. They're probably trying to cut back on joints so it wouldn't look so broken up. But you can't really look back because of her hair. But she can look down. It's on a ball joint at the neck, the base of the neck. So she can look down really good. You know, she can rock her head side to side. She can turn her head, even with her hair in the back. And then the shoulders do go a full 90, no problem. Actually, over 90. Which is nice. There's no bicep swivel. Again, I think they're trying to cut down on the types of joints you'll see with the flesh. But there is like a mid or lower bicep, I guess you could call it. It's not so high up as lower, which works. And then double jointed elbows, which go really far, as you can see. And that elbow joint doesn't really look too bad. Again, PlayArts and Square Enix do their joints a lot different than a lot of other companies do. And then to get the arm to go forward, you have to twist the whole arm and then go like this to get it forward. So it's kind of janky how they do that, how their joints work. And the shoulder also drops, as you can see, and it raises up. And then there is a ball joint at the base of her top here. Gives you really good motion. And the straps are loose enough, they're really pliable, so you can get some good twist for getting some dynamic posing, which is nice. And there's also one, a small ball joint at the waist, but it's hard to do much with it because of the skirt. And the legs are, they are ratcheted, but the ratchets feel a lot different than the other figures, not as strong. So I'm hoping that won't be a problem over time. And there's no thigh cut. There's no thigh cut here at the stocking, but you can still rotate the thigh at the hip. It does rotate a little bit, as it rotates a little bit, as you can see. And then the knees are double jointed and give you really good articulation. And there's the knee joint. Doesn't look too bad considering all things, right? And then the boot is, as all Play Arts Kai, on a ball hinge joint, and it's ratcheted. You can maybe hear that. And then the toes articulation, which were really tight in mine. I didn't heat them up, but they were able to pop, but I'd be careful with those. If you get yours fresh, you might want to heat them up first. And then there's the boots, some nice tread, which is always nice when they do something like this. It's like a mini Hot Toys in that regard. And then she can, she can kick out, almost 90, which is good because Tifa needs to have that mobility for what she does as a fighter. So yeah, really good articulation for a Play Arts Kai figure. I like it. I'm going to go ahead now and change out the head sculpt and then some of the hair so you guys see how that works. So real quick, I've taken the face off, but I want to show the differences in the ponytail. These two are very subtle, not a lot of difference. This one's more flat. This one kind of bows out some, so you might be able to get her to look up more. And then this one is like completely windswept, blowing, which is nice. I probably use that one if she's like kicking or punching, like her hair is flowing in the wind. But then to take this off, you just pop the head off the ball joint, and then you put this one on. Oh, sorry. It should go on. These things are sometimes tough the first time. There we go. And then we're going to change the face out. Here's the more serious looking face. We're going to plug that in. And then the hairpiece just locks in over that somehow. It's supposed to. And you have to do it this way. Put the hairpiece in there. There we go. Hairpiece in there first, then plug the whole thing in. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. So there is the serious look. And of course, that'll be good for the fighting, a fighting stance, a fighting pose. But yeah, I think she looks really good. I'm zoomed in really close here, so I mean, you're going to see, if you see defects, it'll be zoomed in close. But I think overall, she looks really good. I think it's a pretty good representation of the in-game model, personally. Let's put the wind-blowing one on. Okay, so here's the wind-blowing. And again, just ball joint, it just goes right into that ball joint here. At least it's supposed to. There we go. That's definitely tight. Plug the same face in. Oops. Yeah, this isn't always the easiest to do here. Get that lined up. And then plug it in. Boy, that does not want to plug in with this hair sculpt. Hold on a second. All right, it just took a little bit of finagling. It wasn't too hard though, but you can see how much this hair sticks out. It definitely makes her unbalanced a little bit, adding that weight to the back. And it's kind of a hard but still pliable plastic. There's no ball joint to move the hair around like some figures, like Sephiroth had, and even Zack Fair had that with Soldier Second Class. But let's go ahead and get some poses now, see what we can do with this figure. All right, so here's a pose of Tifa kicking high. Very dynamic. Looks really good. I'm using the stand. I think I could have balanced her, but it was going to take some time, so I didn't. The blogger shot shows them being balanced, but I have a feeling they probably used the stand and edited it out. But yeah, pretty cool look. for her kicking. There's the hair blowing back. Pretty cool if you want to get a dynamic pose for her. Let's try some more. All right, here's a pretty cool pose. I like this one a lot, actually. Got her hand on her hip, fist in the air, got her head cocked, smiling. I think that's to be a cool pose to have in the DTOF. Zoom in a little bit and take a closer look at this. Yeah, I think the face sculpt looks really good. I'm impressed. Paint apps look all good, look very good. I think maybe her top could have been a little whiter. I think it was black paint and they did a white coat over it. And I think it almost looks kind of gray. I think it maybe had another coat of white paint, but that's just me nitpicking. But everything else looks really good. Yeah, what a great looking figure. Awesome. Let's do a couple comparisons now with the whole team. All right, and this is what I've been waiting for. The whole team lineup from Final Fantasy VII Remake and Intergrade or Intermission with Yuffie down there in her Moogle outfit. So this is everybody. This is all the characters in the first Remake game. 4 of them were playable in the main game, and of course Yuffie was playable in the DLC, the Intermission DLC. But I think all 4 of these, man, look fantastic together. Check it out. And they'll all fit into DTOF. If you keep them close like this, they can all fit together just like this. So just kind of go through and check these out. I love the Barret. He turned out so good. Now, it's hard to tell, but you can see Cloud, his pigment in his skin is very pale compared to even Tifa. So they've done the pigments a little bit darker now with these newer figures, with the reissue of Tifa, the Zack Fair that just came out earlier this year. But yeah, just a minor thing. There's Yuffie with her materia orb. I love that hand. Now, talking about materia inset, her shuriken does have materia inset. You can see it there. And I forget if Barret's gun does or not. It does. Yep, Barret's got something there. I think Aerith, if you use her staff, she's got materia in the staff, I think. And that Cloud is the one that comes with the hard edge. That's the special edition Cloud. I do have the other Cloud, but he's on the bike with Jessie, the Buster Sword Cloud. But yeah, man. And then of course Red, Nanaki. Man, I'm so excited. This is a cool moment for myself here. And yeah, I think they look great. So is Tifa worth it? I would say if, like for me, this was the last figure you needed and she's been sold out for a long time until the reissue, grab her now before she's out. She's available on Square Enix North website and on BBTS as of right now, the day of this recording. So for $154, you're not going to get a better price on these Playarts Kai figures going forward because prices have gone up. They're pretty expensive. They're getting near Hot Toys price level, and that's a little too steep for what this is, in my opinion. But again, if you love Final Fantasy, especially the remake and rebirth, which I do. I'm actually replaying Remake right now, and I'm actually focusing more on Tifa this time. I didn't use her a whole lot when I played through Remake and Rebirth the first time, but I'm trying her out more, and I like her skill set. She's awesome. Yeah, but man, all these figures together look really good. So yeah, I think Tifa's absolutely worth it. I think all these figures are. Again, the prices are a bit steep because they're imports, at least for me here in North America. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I get the set's complete. I'm super excited. There are some Rebirth ones that were just announced. You can up for pre-order. They have a new version of Cloud, same body, different face sculpt. They have a new version of Aerith, same body, new face sculpts. And Elena, one of the Turks, she's available for pre-order. And I think that's it now for Playarts Kai. Bring Arts also has the Hardy Daytona, the 6-inch scale version of Hardy Daytona with a Cloud figure or by itself. And then also Zack Fair for Bring Arts. They're up for pre-order. So I got those guys pre-ordered, pretty excited about it. They won't be coming out until next year sometime. It takes forever. We know as collectors, these things take a long time. But let me know your guys' thoughts. I'm kind of rambling here, but I'm really excited. My team is complete. Now I'm just hoping for Rebirth they release, you know, Sid and Vincent. And who else am I missing there? Sid and Vincent. I feel like there's somebody else. I can't remember though. But those two for sure are needed. Um, oh, and they also have a normal version of Yuffie up for pre-order from Rebirth without the Moogle costume. It's her standard look you saw in FF7. So that's also up for pre-order as well. So I would love if PlayArts Kai made like a weapons pack and gave functionality to change out, like for example, Barrett's gun. Give me different versions of that, or like or Tifa's gloves. Give me a handset, you know, or Yuffie's, you know, shurikens, things like that. I know it's more money, but it'd be cool if they gave more than just one weapon, no materia, things like that. I'd love to see that stuff added. We'll see what happens though. Anyways, let me guys know what you think. You know, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you want. I would love it. But until next time, this has been Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII Remake by PlayArts Kai.